Okay. So far, so good. I'm at the part where the king starts talking.
Good.
His name was lowercase though. That's weird. I'm Rodney, I guess. No, purple dude is Rodney. And then I get to the navigation buttons and I'm upset.
What's upsetting about
it? Can you vocalize more about what's making you upset?
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that it's indicating to me that the only one that's a live option is Next Comic or Archives, because it says to click there and all the other ones are scratched out.
Yeah.
But the normal way to do that is to gray out or otherwise just make them non-functional buttons.
Yeah.
Scribble on that.
Yeah.
All right, and when you're presented with that, what are you going to do?
I'm going to the Next Comic.
I like that you thought you were Rodney. It hadn't occurred to me that someone might.
It hadn't occurred to you that when the main character addresses the viewer,
No, I thought.
you think that he's talking to them.
Well, he says, Rodney, you're zoomed in far enough, so I assume you would think he was talking to the cameraman.
Okay,
I don't know.
normally a comic does not have a cameraman.
Yeah, they discussed that in the next strip. That's, I think, a peculiarity of my thinking.
Yeah, see, the pencil comes in. Let me say this. Fourth wall should be more intact at this juncture.
What, in strip 2?
Yeah.
You need to abandon fourth wall expectations.
Okay, I like the pencil. Pencil's making good sense. Then he says, "Durr." Now I don't want the pencil anymore.
Okay, Lewis, you're identifying with the guy who's saying you can't make comics with a camera? Really?
You don't, not you can't.
But I do.
But the camera that he was talking about was a video camera, right? Not a
Yeah.
Not a
Yeah, you see it later. It's definitely a video camera.
but why does the pencil say "Durr"?
That has a complex reason that has to do with this strip being recycled multiple times and there originally being additional material.
Answer is no
Am
answer.
I not really reading the first strip? What's the first strip?
There is no beginning.
There is no first strip. But I guess the real reason in terms of a new reader reading the comic and reasonably piece together and being other than just negative stereotypes about pencils.
All right, purple dude kicks the pencil out. You need to paint a word picture. Okay?
No, I'm looking at it. It's fine.
Yeah, we're all following along.
Rudolph? Is his name Ludolph?
Who?
Rudolph.
Yeah.
Okay. He sees a long line of people who want to make comics. And then Rodney says, because there's nothing else to do. This, to be honest, is starting to sound like a conversation Grant could have.
Mm-hmm.
They could play basketball.
Grant wouldn't come up with that.
That's true. Basketball is too much of an activity.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I came up with that.
Sit silently in a meadow and observe the world around him.
That would be a great novel.
God, that's not a premise for a plot. That is an organization for the narrator.
Yeah, okay, I should clarify for the psychiatrist. One of Van's ideas for a novel premise when he and Lewis and I were going to work on one together was a super intelligent sphere observes the world around it. We've actually settled on one of his better ideas.
Yeah, that reminds me of like a. That reminds me of
my idea.
Oh, I thought he came up with the banana idea.
There were elements of it that were due to him, and then the core idea was complete. I said aliens arrive and are upset with our treatment of bananas, so they declare war on us.
Okay, well, this could be its own podcast entirely, so let's continue with the Poorly Planned Comics live reading podcast for the psychiatrist.
We let everybody make comics, but we only actually show them if they demonstrate some sort of quality. Here's one that's pretty funny. And now there's Mike the Atomic. I'm psychologically incapable of caring so far.
Okay, I think we're getting at the root of the issue here. What is it about this particular panel that is distressing you?
I can only see part of Mike the Atomic Triangle and Rachel the whatever.
Robotic
and then
octopus.
Larger one, the next thing, it's a different one than the one that they were just showing.
Yeah.
It's a different installment of the same comic.
Yeah.
Is it a real comic, or is this just one that you made up?
The implication is
It
that
doesn't matter.
the implication is that it's bad enough that you don't need to see it in its entirety. Poor taste.
Established yet? Am I supposed to know that?
This is part of that establishment, but that is sort of a problem, I admit. This is a comic that I did, yeah. It didn't run that long, but I think it had around probably 12 strips.
Okay, so a triangle. I'm assuming it's Mike the Atomic Triangle.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's work with that.
Fighting Noid. I know that Noid is left not for like 4 more panels, but I just can't help thinking the Noid there.
Yeah.
Maria Montessori calling.
And do you know who Maria Montessori is, can I ask?
Is she the Montessori system for schools?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I know vaguely that she was into a sort of touchy-feely version of kindergarten.
Yeah, I went to a Montessori school. It's not so much touchy-feely as like
Self-directed.
unstructured, yeah, self-directed.
Okay.
Is it the sort of place that would want a bunch of blocks?
Yeah.
Is that the idea? Okay, I get it now.
Blocks that are colored differently on their different sides. I guess.
And then the Noid explodes
The phone.
the phone.
That's what Noids do. If you've ever played that game, that's what happens. When you
Wait, I
get-
thought they ruined pizzas.
they do that as well.
I thought it was a villain mascot for a picture.
Yeah, for Domino's.
You want to avoid the noise.
And then an upside-down Bible, I guess, is the worst phone directory ever.
Yeah.
Unexplained why.
To be fair, he was holding the phone upside down as well.
That
Wait,
doesn't make it fair.
honestly, is it supposed to be that you looked up Maria Montessori in the Bible and ended up phoning the Noid?
Apparently, I never really thought that through, but yes.
How did Maria Montessori show up in an upside-down Bible next to a phone number?
Well, the joke is basically that Mike is crazy.
That's not a joke.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you may sympathize with King Ludolph's opinion in the next panel.
Yeah, they did put some effort into the position. Then we see an Archie comic. And then there's just a bunch of stuff crashing, but I can't read all the labels.
You can't read the labels.
I can
Try harder.
read nitroglycerin, I can read deadly viruses, but not with high growth rate. I can't read what's written on the bombs. But they
Well, if you recognize that they're bombs, you're done.
Yeah.
there's words written. Is it like Enola Gay and like Little Boy and Fat Man or whatever?
No, I feel like nuclear bomb, I think.
Yeah.
They're just bomb on the bottom one. Not sure about the third one.
One is a dumb bombs.
Why don't they all spell the word breaks the same way?
Because Jonathan Bowers, who drew this, did not spell very well and did not notice
Yeah,
his
it's
misspellings.
Times.
What'd you say?
What?
He spelled it fine 3 times, just not the 4th.
Yeah.
Well, you know, people didn't always spell the word. People didn't always have consistent spelling. I mean, you remember when he wrote Canterbury Tales, the spelling was all over the place.
Mm.
Are you using he, where, without specifying a referent, is the first Chaucer?
Yeah,
Okay.
I haven't changed the default since that was established.
So at this point, I've lost interest because you're
You're not even done with this strip.
comic.
Because what? That's not a real comic because it's just one panel?
No, I don't care. That's fine. It's just your intention to show bad comics.
That is true,
Got you there, you know.
but I don't
But
see what's not to
you're
like
right,
about
it's the
that.
bottom of this strip.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say now the artwork is also off-putting, the juxtaposition of like 11 different art styles in one panel.
yeah. I figured it's best to get that over with real fast, like jumping into a pool, because it's
When
not
you
going to
get it over
stop.
with, it's not like it gets less jarring, it remains jarring.
No, I get used to it.
You've read 60% of one comic.
Yeah. He's read 2 comics, to be
I'm
fair.
almost done reading it forever. Like,
He's read
At least
1.6
finish
comics.
Strip 2.
Yeah,
You're
you
not
continue
bottom
reading
of the
this
gap.
one.
well, I'm glad you're ready for the rapture, you know, it could happen any day. Minute.
No, he doesn't say day.
It could happen any minute.
It's an odd place to put a pause, so I forgive you for thinking you would finish it that way, but he doesn't.
I see. That's the same guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
The joke here is that you would think from Jonathan Bauer's previous comic that this one would have a somewhat puerile joke in it, but instead it's something completely different and stupid in a different way.
I don't know that it's Jonathan Bowers.
It has the
His
same
signature.
signature and art style, and the fact that it's drawn in crayon on a piece of notepaper here.
I don't think I ever would have applied that interpretation to it. I never would have thought that was supposed to be a joke, that it was.
I don't think I've seen that one with the explosive trucks colliding before. Did you add that?
I swapped it out for a different one.
Yeah,
Was the one previously the one where the guy talking to his fart?
Yeah, I took that out.
Yeah, that's the one I saw.
But
Yeah.
remember the time that we were talking about how TV tropes has like they tell us we're subverting the trope of like having a joke when our jokes don't land.
Yeah.
Like I feel like everything about this comic could be one of like subverting the trope of being good.
Well,
Yeah,
that is sort of the
right?
intention. I mean, it's this legitimate criticism / praise because that is what the comic is supposed to
I
be.
feel worse if I didn't think he was doing that on purpose.
Yeah,
But I'm pretty sure King Ludolph is about to say, hey, this whole comic, including the one we're doing, is shitty.
no, he hasn't realized that quite yet. I think
No, but at the bottom of this strip, well, no, wait, sorry. Let's have
just
the
keep
bottom of
keep
it.
reading. Yeah.
I'm reading the Dennis Kucinich background comment. Hang on. I am Archaeopteryx, a flightless bird with hair. I don't get it. I don't get that.
It doesn't make any sense out of context. That's why I used it.
Single panel gags from these people's non-hierarchical semantic structure. Who are the green and the blue dude?
They're the guys who hired in the
Earlier on-
previous panel.
If you scroll up a bit, they're the ones who are suggesting database systems. to
You
deal
put
with
them in
all
charge
these
of
strips.
sorting the strips.
Okay,
Between
they're like Bunsen and Beaker.
Yes,
yeah,
but their names are Quincy and Magnus.
because that's
In that one is fat and the other one is tall.
yeah. Well, comparatively at least.
And they're both kind of bald.
Yes,
Mhm.
and have glasses.
Yeah.
I
But
like this one where Santa empties out a trash bag. Is that also Bowers?
yeah,
Yeah.
That's the first thing that's been kind of funny.
yeah. That's why it's at the end because it's the punchline.
There's more text after. Ludolph saying for Rodney to stop posting them.
But every joke needs a denouement.
Mm-hmm.